of our haze in the background, and it's looking quite good. So we can also change that blue effect. We can make it a little bit darker, so it's more, oh no, it's a little bit, So that's looking quite better, and we can also change the light detail. You see, when light passes through the atmosphere, the blue light is scattered, and you get that red effect. For example, I lower that. You see, you don't have that red, and if I raise it up, you have that red effect, and that's looking quite good, I think. Maybe more detail. And we can also brighten that a little bit up by using our rendering control. You see, we have exposure, and if we change that to, for example, 2, you see it's quite brighter. So that's looking good. Check the positions. 90 degree looks good, and 180. Very nice, and 270. Very nice. So our atmosphere is also finished, and the next step is we want to change that sun, because it's yes, in that cloud, and that's not looking quite good. I want to have my sun on the left side in this view, so something like here. And if we click on our lighting conditions, you see we can change the position very easy, and so it's very easy to change the heating to that. Render preview, and you see it's on the left side. So next step is I also want to change the ground level, and so the whole thing is a little bit brighter, and you see that's nice, maybe something like that. And yes, very nice. So you see we have a very strange reflection on the water, and it's a little bit too big, and we want to change that by fixing the reflection. You see direct sunlight, and that is 20%, and we take 2. Render preview, and maybe change it to see more of the reflection, and you see it's a little bit smaller, and that's quite good. So that's perfect. So our atmosphere, our landscape, and also yes, the whole environment is finished, and now we have to render that. For rendering that, we have at first changed the image size. So we take 800 to 800. That's the max resize, and you see that's only we can do because we have the unregistered version. So that's the limit. We can maximum render 800 to 800. So the next step is we have to change the render settings, and so we have accuracy, cloud shading, and atmosphere high. Fast pixel smoothing also okay, and that's all. Change the camera to our first view, and that is 000, and click on render image. So our first picture is rendered, and click on save, and I have my folder, and that is the front view. Okay, close. Change our heat to 90 degree and render image. So second image is finished. Click on save, and that is now left. Click OK and close. And now we have to change the head to 180 degree and render. So click on OK, and we save that image as back and save. Okay. Now we change the heat to 270 degree render image, and let's wait. So last side image is ready. Click on save, and that's now white. And now we have to render the top view and also the bottom view. We start with the top view, head 0 degree and pitch 90 degree and render image. So top view is rendered. Click on OK and we save that as top. So click on save and OK. Close it, and we want to change the pitch to -90 degree and render image. So last image finished rendering. So click on save and that's now bottom. So click on save, click on OK, and now you see that are our rendered files. And the next step is we have to save our world in Terragen so we can later open it and render it again, for example, or change some settings. So it's not easy to save because you have to save all separately. So we can save the world and we call that sky, and we have also saved the terrain and also sky, and we have to change to save the atmosphere, and that is sky 2, and we have to save the light, and you see light and atmosphere are the same, so we have saved that. So that's all we have to do. We have to save the atmosphere, we have to save the terrain, and we have to save the world file. So don't forget it, and that's all we have to do in Terragen.